Static humming in the wire, cold blue heart of high desire, tracing lines upon the glass, watching all the ghosts bypass, counting flashes one by one, hiding from the rising sun. Velvet shadows on the floor, I don't know who I'm waiting for. The current is high, the signal is shy. wasn't guaranteed. Just the quiet, soft direction of the love that plants a seed. Pink forever, soft and long. The most sustainable kind of strong. Pink forever, warm and white. Everything I hold inside. Pink forever, real and true. The kind of always I found in you. Forever is a frightening word, but pink forever is gentler. Something soft and barely hurt. Something warm and something central. Pink forever. Quietly. Without announcement. Just here. Still here. The unwarm is not the cold. It's just the absence of the perform. The temperature that's never sold. Is something other than what's known by my interior. The unwarm unreal, exactly how I choose to feel. The unwarm dark and clear, the most accurate version here. The unwarm cold and white, the temperature I keep inside, not frozen and not burning. Just the unwarm slowly turning through the city in the night. The unwarm feels exactly right. People read it as aloofness or the inability to connect, but unwarm has its own trueness, and just the unwarm slowly turning through the city at night. The unwarm feels exactly right. The unwarm, the most honest temperature. Neither cold nor warm, precisely calibrated. Mine. Tuesday rain on nobody's window. The week is barely half alive. I'll make my coffee, watch it linger, and let the ordinary thrive. Tuesday rain, unremarkable, just water on the window glass. Tuesday rain, unstoppable, like everything that comes to pass. There's mercy in the midweek rain, and having no particular reason to feel the weight of what remains between the start and end of season. Tuesday rain, unremarkable, just water on the window glass. Tuesday rain, unstoppable, like everything that comes to pass. I live at a soft latitude between the cold and the warm, at a distance and altitude that keeps me from the storm. Soft latitude, mine to hold, not too hot and not too cold. Soft latitude, warm and wide, the coordinates of my inside. Not the equators burning, not the polars freeze, just this soft latitude returning in the evening's gentle breeze. Soft latitude, mine to hold, not too hot and not too cold. Soft latitude, warm and wide, the coordinates of my inside. Find your soft latitude, the temperature that suits you, the distance from the extremes where you breathe the easiest. Found my soft latitude right here. This is the temperature. These are my unmarked hours, the ones that belong to no schedule, the ones between the scheduled powers of everything that I must do. Unmarked hours, mine alone. No calendar, no microphone. Unmarked hours, soft and free. Just the unmarked version of me. I guard them now more than before. These hours without a name or task, they're what I'm finally living for, more than anything I'd ask. Unmarked hours, mine alone. No calendar, no microphone. Unmarked hours, soft and free. Just the unmarked version of me. Unmarked hours are not wasted, they are the truest kind of full. The hours that have not been hasted into something scheduled and dull. Unmarked, free. Finally free. soft infrastructure of a life is all the invisible support. The things that hold away the strife that no one ever seems to court. Soft infrastructure holding still everything beneath the wheel. Soft infrastructure, warm and white, everything that holds you inside. Friends who check in quietly, the routines that keep the dark away, the habits working privately to get you through another day. Soft infrastructure holding still everything beneath the wheel. Soft infrastructure, warm and white, everything that holds you inside. You don't notice infrastructure until it's gone. So notice it now while it's still working, still holding you up, still here. The soft infrastructure still holding. Think it sometimes. The soft pain between the daylight and the dark, where I've always been the most open to your spark. Soft pink hours, yours and mine. Everything's almost fine. Soft pink hours, hold me here in the warmest part of the year. Soft pink hours, close and real. The most tender thing I feel. Not the bright of noon, not the black of deep night, just the pink of soon, just the almost right. Concrete after the rain has a particular smell. Not beautiful, not pain, just the city's honest tell of what it's made of underneath. Wet concrete, honest ground, the most reliable city sound. Perfume rivals it. No manufactured scent. The wet concrete admits what the city actually meant before it dressed itself. Every time it rains, lucid in your absence now. The room returns to what it was. I understand completely how 2 degrees was all because He's off pink, warm glow. Soft pink, you I know. Soft pink, fill the air. Soft pink, you are there. Soft pink, warm and white. Soft pink, step inside. There's a signal in the static, something only I can hear. It is quiet, it is frantic. It gets louder when you're near. I can't tune it out. I can't turn it down. Your frequency inside my chest won't let me breathe, won't let me rest. Your frequency, a quiet ache, the only sound I cannot shake. In the middle of the city, where the noise should drown it all, it is neither harsh nor pretty, just a low and distant call. I can't tune it out. I can't turn it down. Your frequency inside my chest won't let me breathe, won't let me rest. Your frequency, a quiet ache, the only sound I cannot shake. Down, 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 into the low end. Down, 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 where everything bends. Your frequency, your frequency. There's a soft voltage in the city dark, a current running through the stone. Not enough to make a single spark, but enough to keep from being alone. voltage, city current, run underneath the urgent. Soft voltage, low and real. Everything I need to feel, still charged. On the city's quiet current, still alive from flight midnight finds its way through all the static, not particularly bright, but precise and automatic. Slow signal, always there, moving through the quiet air. Slow signal, warm and low, the frequency I need to know. Slow signal, mine and true, the one that always carries through. I've learned to tune to the slow signal. When the faster ones exhaust me, there's something about the low and minimal that finds me when I'm lost at sea. Slow signal, more and low, the frequency I need to know. Slow signal, mine and true, the one that always carries through. Still receiving the slow signal, always coming through. Some things reveal themselves so slowly, you barely notice they have changed. What once felt distant feels more holy. What once seemed wild feels arranged. The slow reveal, patience made real. Everything in its own time to feel. The slow reveal, soft and long, takes the whole night. reveal